All kinds of retards are coming my way. My, oh my, what an American day. All this bullshit, and I just gotta say, move all this bullshit out of my way. That's right. And I'm fucking up. Hello, and welcome to the Tolstoy NPR live stream. We'll be discussing arthological empiricism and the geopolitical... no, we're not fucking doing that. Yeah! We're destroying ourselves because I've resisted my urge for self-destruction long fucking enough. The gyms have officially reopened in North Carolina, and I've been going like a fucking madman, but it doesn't fucking help me because I'm a fat girl. You're a little fat girl, aren't you? No, say it! I don't remember the comedian, but it was about flying on Delta Airlines. It was fantastic. Where's the... Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Fuck you. Fuck you. Piece of dog shit. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? They say in Harlem County there are no neutrals there. You'll either be a Union man or thug for J.H. Oh, it's the wrong tool! God damn you. God damn you all. Fuck you. Why do I keep this thing around? I know I got the 10 cal in my fucking car. 10 millimeter. 50 cal. Whatever. What the fuck ever. So, the gyms have reopened in North Carolina. Slowly but surely, it seems as though we are trying to get back to some semblance of reality. And yet, I woke up this morning with the overwhelming urge to drink this morning. Which is a horrific sign, so I ran to the gym and hid underneath it like mommy's skirt. However, originally today was going to be a rest day. Didn't turn out that way, and I ended up shutting the gym down because they've got limited hours and they turn the lights out over us, you know, and me and the girl next to me was like, I think this is their way of telling us to fuck off. So I fucked off, but it's like there's this massive gap in between what I do in the afternoons and when it's time to unwind and have some special tea and just relax and play Resident Evil 3, which is... Could it have been as good as Resident Evil 2, Patrick? Alright. Let's put poisons in our body and hope that they help us feel better about life, eh? Here's to it. Woo! I don't know why I always do that. Well, I do like ASMR. Although I can't enjoy it anymore. I'm really not buzzing. Username a Jew 1. That's an interesting... Is that an ethnic name? A Jew? That's not funny. Says, you were the shit when I was a teen. I watched, like, all of your videos. Why is it when everyone talks to me, they're like, you were the shit? Thanks, guy! Thanks. It's all like, yeah, you were great. What am I, Dino Spumoni? And you need a new tattoo. I got an ugly pair of shoes. Like, what do I just suck now? Thanks, man. LinkedIn's in. He says, sup, crazy T. Edu1 says, NPR was the shit. Damn, Tolstoy is actually crazy. Like, you knew this shit. This is not something new. If you watched me back in the day, I'm tame now. I came down. You know? I'll learn to do better. Oh my god, it's so insane. If you're wondering what this is, it's like a wet me down chamois towel that you're supposed to use to make yourself colder, cool down. It's not working! I just get that on my head. Oh, sweet, delicious water on me. There we go. I baptize thee in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Now it's my prayer shawl. I don't think those words mean... Here comes McAfee to fuck me. Just what I needed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hey, look, it only took 14 fucking clicks. You fucking animals. Fuck you. I don't know why. I shouldn't have fucking watched Uncut Gems. That shit was just depressing. And then just depressing. Like, there was no up to it. There was no intro. It's just like, fuck you. And you're like... And not to mention, halfway through, I was just like, can we nuke New York? Because it was just so agitating and horrible in New York. A Jew 1 says, I'm working at my home gym right now. Oh, you have a home gym. That sounds not... Well, now that I got my gym back, I'm not even jealous no more. Churchill Batia says, dude, I had that feeling that you would stream today. What's good, TKE? Nothing much. Like I said, they opened up the gyms. The things are looking forward financially for me. Come next month, I should be getting back to the grind. I hope that I can get back to it, man. Right now, I just feel kind of pent up. Fruit Snacks Zero says, hey, you can't outwork a bad diet and lack of sleep. Well, yeah, there's a lack of sleep. My diet's not bad. I've been eating nothing but steak, stir-fry, meal prep, man. All it is I posted this on my Facebook. All it is vegetables and steak in coconut oil. All right? The lack of sleep, well, the problem is that every, 7 days I get really fucking drunk. So, there's that. Lincoln says, this is a nice gift after getting back from Tennessee. What are you doing in Tennessee, man? Fucking Tennessee tea. A Jew 1 says RSK. I don't know what that means. Stephen Knight says, lol, you in a good mood, laugh my ass off. Nah, that's just my deception, man. Really, I just needed to have a few beers, and so, I decided to crack cold one open with the boys here. That's essentially what we got going on. Vika 20 or Vika. I don't know. Said, oh man, it's gonna be some weird gay stuff, isn't it? He says, let me tickle you left pinky toe on a chilly Wednesday night. No. Churchill Batia says, who the fuck disliked What a Cuck? Oh, did someone dislike? I see likes 1. Oh, you guys can see it. Yeah. Well, it was probably Neil Druckmann. He probably watches me after all the shit I've been talking. And we have a long discussion about The Last of Us, by the way. We got a long one coming up. I'm just going to wait for my concurrent viewers to get higher than 14. Churchill Batia said, Vika 20 says, your Sycabliette says 2020 is going to be an interesting subject when I teach history classes. I thought you were the dude who knew a lot about... I thought you weren't the history guy. I thought you were the chemist. I can't keep straight everyone's talents. Anyway, Stephen Knight says, cheers to that, mate. Drinks tea. Hell yeah, if it's specialty. Voss is in. He says, yo, what's good, my fellow AK-loving bro Siffy? I don't know if I love AKs, man. Why are they... Why? Why would they need to be $1,500 before they start being effective? ARs are reliable within the 1,000, I mean, you got to keep them clean. But, the fact that $700 won't buy me a good AK kind of pisses me off. Had I known that ahead of time, I probably wouldn't invest in one. But we'll see. It don't matter. I got one now. And I'm not sure what my financial situation will be looking like in the future. Hopefully soon I'll actually be able to afford to do stuff. And I'm probably going to invest. I got to get some Boog gear. But at the same time, I'm probably going to invest in the YouTube channel and get me like a nice high-grade camera. Go back to doing some classic reviews. Maybe look for some like classic plastic crap that I can afford to throw money away on instead of like spending Patreon money on paying rent. No joke. Stephen Knight says, laughing my ass off. Dino Spumoni, man. I miss Hey Arnold. I never actually got to see the Hey Arnold Goes to the Jungle special, or whatever the fuck. Is that on Netflix? Like, what happened, man? Should look into that. Yeah, Hey Arnold was really great growing up. I always really liked that show. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake is in. He says, hello, Kane the Warlock is in. And he says, wonder if that kid that made the Goodbye to Tolstoy video still watches you. I don't know, man. Probably not. I hope he grew up and I hope he found happiness and is not trapped watching horrific Tolstoy videos. You all are fucked. You're watching Tolstoy, but maybe there was a chance he could have made it, man. Doing an Arthur Morgan for you. Video Gamer 945 says McAfee. Great comment. Stephen Knight says Uncut Gems is bittersweet. Nah, it was just horrible torture for like 2 fucking hours. The thing that really pissed me off. Well, I can't spoil it then. I can't fucking spoil it. But just, everything about that. See, if they hadn't have fucked it up from the beginning, if they had just let him do his thing with the money, then everything would have been fine. But they couldn't. They couldn't not put their dick in it. And it's like, well, then you're a bank. The only reason to go to a loan shark is because you're not a bank. and you can't go, excuse me, sir, but you don't have the proper permits. Once you start acting like a bank, well, then there weren't no reason for him not to go to a fucking bank. You know? Fika20 says, P, sure, that was what made... Wait, P, sure that was me that made the goodbye video. Oh, pretty sure that was me that made the goodbye video? And I made videos anytime he would post again because he started smoking down. Different account, though, and I was like 12. Were you the one who wore, like, the fedora, like, you did, like, the Tolstoy get-up, like, the fedora and the overcoat and shit like that? If so, me and my friends have watched that, and a good friend of mine looked at me and he went, you changed a child's life. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I hope not. I truly hope not. VideoGamer945 says, brah, I only quarantined for 6 weeks. Solitude is hell on the psyche. Yeah, you're fucking telling me, man. My alcoholism is alive and well, and, well, I mean, I'm going to the gym and everything, but... The last 3 months have been pretty fucking heinous. Fuck, it is hot in this bitch. I know the alcohol's not fucking helping, but like, oh, that's good. That's good. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you fucking go. Not even fucking kidding, man. It's a hot-ass fucking day. Righteous. Kane the Warlock says, I had an interview yesterday, and now I got a job at a Stop and Shop. Righteous, man. Righteous. First job, bro. Go ahead and get it then, man. Make your paper and shit, bro. Unfortunately, retail is hell. Watch Clerks. I'm sure you've probably already seen it, but just watch Clerks. Lincoln says, I'm visiting an online friend of mine who lived up in the Smoky Mountains. Went there on the 15th and just got back today. Well, you could visit me. I'm only like 3.5 hours away. Fruit Snacks Zero says, congrats on getting the job, Kane. Exactly. Lincoln says, congrats, Kane. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, oh yeah, The Last of Us 2 came out. Forgot about that. Did you? Did you really forget? It's not over yet, Snake! Man, we got some shit to talk about, man. My Facebook, I kind of laid it down on Facebook, and I'm surprised at just how many people within my friends list are, supportive of it, we'll say. That's the nice way to put it. They're supportive. Alright. Stephen Knight says, so Abby in The Last of Us 2 is a man? I was watching vids confused about what the problem was. Okay. I don't fucking know. Alright, that's one of the things we gotta talk about. What the fuck is Abby? Okay, so, I think there was a tweet by Neil Druckmann, although I think that could have been either faked, or maybe he took it back, or it was a joke. I can't fucking tell anymore. This man's a joke. Hang on. Oh yeah, groovy. He did say it was a transgendered character. Okay. That would actually solve... It would make more sense for Abby to be trans than to be a woman. If Abby is a woman, there's no way she could look like that. I go to the gym 6 days a week, sometimes 7, surrounded by... This afternoon was middle-aged, and she was doing more pull-ups than I can do. Well, her body's lighter than mine. Still, whatever. I'm not discrediting her. So, my point is, and I've seen some particularly muscly ladies, to the point where it's kind of impacting the tatas. But even then, they still don't look like Abby. Abby, 1, has a hideous face. Very angular face. 2, dem muscles could not be possible if she was a natural woman without anabolic steroids. Now, if she was trans... That would make a fuck ton more sense, because it would explain the angular face and how androgynous her design is. However, there is a... And by the way, this is all spoilers all the time. I've watched the ending. I read the synopsis. I don't care. I don't even think I would play it. So, there's a scene where Neil Gonan-Dry Druckmann has a self-insert character that fucks Abby. Now, I know this is no news to any of you. I'm sure you all have, seen the Holocaust. I mean, the video. And in it, Several people have pointed out that if indeed, regardless of whether or not it was pre-op or post-op, Abby would still require some form of lube. I don't even know why I have to fucking talk about this. This was some shit that when I started my YouTube channel, when I was 17 fucking years old, I didn't think more than a decade later my ass will be talking about whether or not you need to use lube when just sticking it up the pooper. And if it isn't a pooper, if it's a, reassigned, genitalia, you still need lube, Druckmann. You still need the lube! Anyway. Goddamn. This is my life on the net. So, yeah, I'm leaning towards transgender. God damn, son. Like, just why is this? Why? Fruit Snacks Zero says, man, you don't have any fruit snacks? Kyle, you were supposed to bring fruit snacks. God damn it, Kyle. Fruit Snacks Zero says, not gonna lie, seeing some classic TKE plastic stuff reviews would be amazing. Well, that's coming up. Well, I mean, and let's... I meant to do this, but every time I do this, I just disappoint myself. All right, Resident Evil has been doing a lot of shit recently. Let's go on to Wamazon. I got Resident Evil 3. It's not as good as Resident Evil 2, but, dude, at this point, I'm kind of just a basic bitch for Capcom. I realized this, like, okay. You ever have a band that you are secretly a fan of and you never knew it? In my case, it was the Rolling Stones. My mom always hated Mick Jagger for some fucking reason. I don't know. So she always talked shit about the Rolling Stones. So I just never really endorsed them. Like, I would never wear a Rolling Stones t-shirt kind of thing. You know what I mean? But one day in my head, I was just like, yeah, there's a couple songs with the Rolling Stones that you like. And I was like, yeah, Gimme Shelter is classic. Heartbreaker. She's Like a Rainbow. Beast of Burden, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Sympathy for the Devil, and then like after 10 songs, I was like, oh god, you're a fan. You know what I mean? I just realized it. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess you fucking are. Like, there's nothing you can, you gotta come clean about that. And same with Capcom. I realized like I have played every single Resident Evil game except for Code Veronica and the Resident Evil Revelation. Fuck that. And I've liked each and every one of them for their own reasons. Capcom can just do whatever. They can literally just like we're going to remake number 2. We're going to remake number 3. We're making a version of Resident Evil 4 where Leon is actually a fish. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck it. Got my money. Shut up and take money. Anyway, what was I saying all that? Playing Resident Evil 3, there was a thought. Oh, yeah. So I thought there's a lot of Resident Evil going around right now. They've gotta have some plastic crap. Come on. All right, we're just gonna type in Resident Evil. I'm just gonna type in action figure. Yes, action figures. God, Mom. All right, well, here's $30 for one of the original ones. It's supposed to be a Claire Redfield, but it looks like an abortion, so I'm not gonna. Oh God, $73. For a Resident Evil 6 play arts of... Who the fuck is Helena Harper? I played number 6. Fuck you, faggot. Oh my god, it just... Oh! $90 for a Claire Redfield figure, but it actually looks tight and legit. And it's mint inbox. Oh my fucking word. Oh, that's actually cute as fuck. $25 for a Stars license, whatever you want to call it, ID. Oh shit, dog. $30 for a Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5. Ooh! Ho ho ho! Alright, you see? You just gotta dig a little bit, but that's the kind of shit, that's the kind of content that I'm willing to bring you. But I gotta wait till I got the money for it. Alright, right now we gotta save money for booze. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get a beer. Get your boys some beers. I recently rewatched Hotel Rwanda. Nobody knows that every time that I was at the bar and I bought everyone around and I said that, I mememed that, get your boys some beers. Like, no one knew that I was being Don Cheadle. And it always made me sad. You know? It's like every time that I bought water, I've always like, walked up to people or, like, whatever, and I've been like, agua, por favor. And, like, no one knew that I was referencing No Country for Old Men. But yes, I do want to bring you some of that classic shit, but it will require that I reach a financially stable area, which I might soon. But every time I think that I'm going to get there, it's like Resident Evil 3 and the horrible monster that is society just goes through a fucking wall, and I end up having to run from it going, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit. Hang on. Need to get me more alcoholic intoxication. Fuck, it's hot in this slut. Jesus, tapgates, Christ. Sweating my balls. Woo! Fucking hot. Fuck. Heartbreaker, which I fought it for. Alright, I'm gonna scroll all the fucking way back up. And we cue the music. That's another reference to James, Kevin Smith. What was that from? It was from Jay and Silent Bob. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Alright. Video Gamer 945 says, I will wait for you to read everyone else's stupid comments before getting to me. I feel like if you got really popular before Pro, the appeal would fade. Not trying to diss, but I've seen it before. No, I actually understand completely. I think it's actually better. The level of fame that I'm at is absolutely fantastic, and I thought about this the other day. I have been recognized in public like 4 times, all in the state of Maryland, obviously. North Carolina, don't give a fuck, which is great. And I realized if I was actually more... Fuck you, faggot. Why you do this to me? Look what I did to my boy. If I was actually more popular, it would reach a situation where I might actually have to like worry about being recognized, and I realized that I've never had to experience that anxiety of like wondering if this person recognizes me, or wondering if they're gonna walk up to me and talk to me, or make a scene, something like that. It's never been that way. The people who have recognized me, 2 of which have become really good friends. So yeah, there was actually no downside to actually how YouTube did me. Don't get me wrong, nobody likes to be fucked over, but come on, man, all that gas. Gassy, guys. Just gassy. Lincoln says, I'm regretting not getting the Vampires of the Masquerade book from Books A Million. Okay, first of all, I don't know if you're posting from your phone, but it's Vampires the Masquerade. You sound like you found a Chinese copy, you know what I mean? Like Spooderman. Like, you know what I mean? Vampires of the Masquerade. Also, if it was one of the new ones, actually don't. Brother, you're not even, no. The new ones, what is this? I think it's the 6th edition. Is the Holocaust, and it's essentially it's the Last of Us Part 2 of vampires, where they talk about a gay Muslim furry that is pro women's and trans rights, which is funny because I don't know if you know a lot about Muslims. No. So, nah. What you got to do is you got to go on the net and you got to look up the original 1st edition version. It should have a green marble-looking binding. It should be old. It should be from the era of the 90s, my good sir. Come on, beer. Cool me down. Cool me down, buddy. Voss says, oh, dude, $400 AKs are extremely effective. Brandon just likes to make fun of pores, to be honest. It's just that Polytechs and Arsenals are better than Centuries. So is there a $400 Polytech? What are we doing, man? Because apparently they found another flaw in the Centuries. Something to have to do with, like, the carrier. Like, the carrier blowing up. That's worrying, man. I don't know how you fuck up an AK. It's like saying I fucked up a grilled cheese sandwich. Like, what did you do? Well, like, the cheese went where the bread was supposed to go, and the bread went where the cheese... No! Like, fuck me, man. Stupid. Churchill Batia says, Oddworld coming out on PS5. Is that confirmed? And also, on PS5... God damn you, sir! Fuck me. And that was Snake falling. You're getting old, Snake. You keep falling down because I keep on pounding my desk in abject anger. We're going to stand you back up. Doo, 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 doo. Actually, by that point, they didn't have that theme, so... Motherfucker, it's hot. We're going to pinch the titties, and we're going to flip the titties. Oh, here we go. It's good on the titties. Here we go. Good titties. I just lost my goddamn mind. So Oddworld coming out on PS5. Is it really going to be Lawrence Lanning's remake of the second one? Because I sat and I watched the 40-minute press conference of that, and yeah, it looked decent. Vika20 says, slowing down, not smoking. Slowing down, shit, not smoking. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Are you telling me not to smoke? Because I quit. I picked up a pack while I was doing job interviews, but I haven't smoked them all, so... Lincoln says, I remember when a kid made a PSA back in 2008 about a fake version of your channel going around, laughing my ass off. I would be very interested to see that. If you can find that, please send it on by. I knew somebody actually who, before he got famous, Review Bra, one of my fans said that he was jacking my style. I don't see it. I mean, he wears the suit, but he said he copied my mannerisms, and I'm like, bro, I don't think... I hope that's not how I conducted myself. Not that there's anything wrong with him, just... like, I hope I was a bit more lively? Well, anyway... Voss says, kind of how my Anderson AR is not as good as a true vintage Colt AR. Steven Knight says, Julia Fox was the sweet part of that movie. Bro, it's like a 10-second scene when she has that sick-ass lingerie, and yeah, shit's hot, but, like, the rest of it is nothing but, like, oh, yeah, and then the part where she got that tattoo on that ass. Which was terrible, because you shouldn't fuck up an ass like that with a shitty-ass fucking tattoo, but, you know, hey, I'm not, you know... Who am I, the judge? But still, most of that was just like pure blinding anxiety. It should be called Anxiety the Movie. Oh, Voss, you can't post links. I can fix this. Hang on. You are a moderator now. Please do not abuse power. Stephen Knight says, been watching Vampire the Masquerade Gangrel walkthroughs. Man, I wish I could play it, but my computer ain't strong enough. Oh, yeah, I saw that you posted on my Vampires the Masquerade video, and you said Gangrel gang represent. Abso-fucking-lutely, man. Fucking Gangrels, the best of all the clans. What do we want? We don't give a shit. When do we want it? Go away. That's legitimately the Gangrel. Churchill Batia says, agreed, Julia was worth 2 hours of Xanax withdrawal. Son! And that's what it's like, Xanax withdrawal. And also, no! Fuck all y'all. No ass is worth the amount of just listening to just nervous, shrieking Jewish businessmen talking about how they're going to fuck up their own and also each other's lives. The weirdo from... Oh, never mind. I almost just spoiled it. Now we can't talk about it, you know? I'm drunk. Fuck you. You know, I'm going to fight you because I'm getting, you know, aggressive. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, trust me, I'm not just fucked from watching you. I'm the sort of person who decides to walk around the local area looking like Hunter S. Thompson. Well, here's to you. King K. Ripple says, what's your opinion on vaping? Aside from the douchiness and the people who take it too serious, do you think it's a legit way to stop smoking? It's a legit way to get nicotine into your body, and thus, yes, stop smoking. I never understood all of the hate that vaping gets. It's one of those many things where people just want something to hate so that they can feel morally superior or something. I've always seen this where they're like, it's a guy who vapes and he's like a virgin. And it's like, I've known lots of people who have vaped and they were not virgins and they were cool people. I know one of them who's now a professional drag racer. You know what I mean? And he vaped all the fucking time. Like, so, it, for me, did not do much. I used vape a little bit when I was trying to get off cigarettes, and I found that maybe it was because the nicotine content was not as high as American Spirits, but it didn't do it for me. It didn't do it. Oh, yeah. Why is it so fucking hot? Let me if I like move the... Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Ultimate X James says, on the next episode of YouTube Drama, Tolstoy goes into his back to donate money to the Prime Minister, and Neil McDonough robs the place, and Tolstoy is the hostess. Son, I'm only going to tell you once. If you're going to work this job, you need to stay off the drugs. Alright? Vika20 says, I was the one that was showing all of my knives and some of my Predator figures you recommended and told me I need and told me I need to read books or something like that. Lol, I've texted you on Facebook a few times about it. I vaguely remember. There were actually quite a few people who made like tributes videos to me. Oh man, the one of them, and this is some real shit. So one of my fans turned out to be gay, and he was a good, he was a good friend of mine, and we did a project together that shall never be named. And there was another fan of mine who was an Englishman. First guy was an Englishman. The second guy was also an Englishman, and he made some video making fun of me, and it was great. And it was like if I was Tolstoy Kafkaevsky, and it's like him like trying to mimic my mannerisms, except for he gave me a southern accent, and I think he might have been actually where I came up with the idea of Crazy T. Anyway, well, that gentleman also turned out to be gay. Two of my fans hooked up. They met through me. I'm so glad that I could have facilitated that. Unfortunately, they broke up. So nothing lasts forever. Nothing really matters to me anyway the wind blows. VideoGamer945 says, did you hear California has a mandated mask when you're outside rule in effect? I'm so fucking glad I got out of that state. Nuke California, nuke it clean. I don't know the rest of the song, but it's what I mean to do. And China, too. The Kurdita123 says, favorite meme page. I used to like operators operating operationally, and now I'm really into boog memes about living the dream. Lincoln says, and also I do definitely like, definitely not commie gibberish of the day. Hang on. Man, a lot of gas. Big bowl of gas. Oh, yeah, baby. Lincoln says, gotta love how Neil Cuckman inserted himself. It is the lowest form of his faggotry. God damn. As if it wasn't a big enough joke already. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, yeah, I actually forgot about it. I erased it from my mind. Kane the Warlock says, apparently no actor wanted to mocap that scene, so Neil did it himself and forced the animators to make it. Whoa, you heard it here first, folks. It's confirmed. People were wondering if Puts It in Dry Cuckman would do that scene with that whatever poor lady provided the voice for, what's her name, Annie? Abby? Sorry, Annie. I keep on thinking of the actress who does Annie from Community. Yes. Talked to my buddy who turned me onto that, and he was all like, she's a bit young, don't perv on her. And I was like, okay. And I looked it up. What's her actual name? Allison Brie. Bitch is 37. The show was filmed 10 years ago. Therefore, she was 27 when the shit... She's fucking 6 years older than me. I'm allowed to perv on that shit all I want. And honestly, most women don't age that well into their 37s, but... damn. I'd do things to... No. Now stop it, Tolstoy. That's evil and sexist. I punish you by damning you to play The Last of Us Part 2. No! Anyway, trying to find my fucking place in line here again. King of the World... Oh. Steven Knight says, I've been getting drunk playing MGS5, and long story short, I fell in love with Quiet. Except for you spelled it quite. Hello, Quite. Everyone here is invited to our wedding. Hey, man, there's a girl at my fucking gym that looks exactly like Quiet. I'm not even fucking shitting you. She's so fucking hot. She waved at me today because she was on an adjacent treadmill. It's so fucking funny. So she waved at me because we kind of know each other, and she was on an adjacent treadmill. And what she doesn't understand is that my piece of shit cuck screen, which is dildo butt sex technology that Neil Cuckman invented, I assume, did some faggot shit on me. And I literally, she looked at me as I was making the I'm going to kill you fist or whatever. And I guess for half a second she glanced at this and thought that I was waving at her. Or maybe I went like this, and she thought that I was literally about to put my fist through the fucking phone like some kind of kung fu movie shit. They were going to call me the drunken master up in that bitch. No, really, they were going to say, sir, you have to leave now. And then I was going to say, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I like how my window is open because it's so insanely hot. So all of the neighbor children can hear me and copy the words that I say. Like, fuck! Her right in the pussy! There you go. That's like good fucking shit. And also, by the way, the only companion to ever use in that game is the goddamn stupid robot. Because it's the fastest way to get around. And also, Doggo gets honorable mention, Horso gets honorable mention. Fuck bitches, get paid. The Kurda123 says, do an RE Let's Play. Is that where I play Resident Evil and whisper into the mic? Because then I'm going to go shit like, oh shit, god damn it, just turn the corner, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Come on, I shot you like 19 times in the head. Or do you want me to dress up as Leon Kennedy? In which case, I'd be fulfilling an ex-girlfriend's sexual wishes. I'm not even making that up. She wanted you to dress up as Leon Kennedy. You are the biggest cuck on earth. You gotta fuck that shit for 4 years. But you were like, oh, I'm not in love with her, so I'm gonna break up with her because it's the moral thing to do because Jesus. God damn it. Jesus, why isn't it okay just to fuck hoes and throw them away like they're garbage? This is all art, by the way. Clearly it's art. I said in Minecraft. I just meant in Minecraft. God help me. And everything bumped, and the house is bumping. Keep on scrolling. Steven Knight says, come on, bro. You a Capcom man, but you ain't fucking with DMC? Yeah, man, it's too fucking edgy, boy. It's too fucking edgy, boy! I can't fucking do it, man. I can't. Like, I draw the retarded line at One Piece. I don't know how. I made fun of Steven in the last stream for watching One Piece. And then I swear to God, either Netflix is all the shit is listening to us and it, National Security Agency style, or it's just dumb luck. But it's like, Netflix recommended for you One Piece. And like the small amount that I saw, I was like, that animation's kind of cool and classic. I like Toei. Fuck it. And I watched 3 episodes and I'm just like, it's brain dead, but it's okay to play in the background. Problem is I had to switch to subs, not dubs, because the dubs on that were fucking heinous. Not as bad as Naruto, but bad. So I'm sitting here just like, why am I watching fucking One Piece, man? But yeah, it's too edgy, boy. Devil May Cry. And also it was hard, and I couldn't play it. Brian Velasquez. Brian Velasquez says, why did you delete... Oh, my fucking God. I've already answered this question. This is the why did you delete your action figures? This is the new do a DS Lite review. Where's my fucking prayer shawl? I have to adjust it. Oh, God, that sweet cool side. It's like flipping your pillow over. So fucking wonderful. Lincoln says, I want to do an unboxing of a really cheap Death Stranding collector's edition I was able to find. Oh, well, dude, do it. What does it have in it? Does it have Does it have the tank with the wacky fetus? Oh my God, send me the wacky fetus. I will trade you for something. I want to do skits with the wacky fetus. Kane the Warlock says, Brian Copa, we went over this like for the last 7 months. Yeah, fucking that. Wait, he calls him Brian Copa, but his name is Anyway. Oh, he's saying Brian. See, by the way, just to let you know, Kane, use a comma there. Otherwise, it looks like his last name, Brian, comma, Copa, period, or semicolon. We went over this for the last 7 months. Just gonna add that in there. Steven Knight says, have you ever seen Hannibal on Netflix? It's the series about Hannibal Lecter before he was caught, and he's working with the FBI. Still nothing short of fucking elegantly marvelous. I'll give it a look in. I love that series. It's actually kind of a little bit, what's the word? It's a little bit Resident Evil-esque, right? Police and FBI and are kind of working together on some weird shit that's bigger than each other. I don't know. I get those vibes. I guess Jill Valentine kind of reminds me a little bit of, I might watch Silence of the Lambs while drunk. Ooh. Yes, good. Sorry, I don't know why I became a snake person there for a minute. Yeah. Oh, no, stop. Churchill Batia says, Hotel Rwanda is such a classic. I love the bathtub scene so much. They're laughing despite being so close to death. Yeah, man, it was great. I don't know why. I put down an anthropology book. I'm trying to get through Guns, Germs, and Steel. And it's a Pulitzer Prize winner. It's an amazing novel for half of it. And then the second half is just, I don't even know why. I love boring, retarded anthropology shit so much, but this just takes it to a new autistic level. And I was all like, this is shit. I want to watch Hotel Rwanda. Started watching that shit, drinking beer. It was good. I woke up feeling refreshed. I swallowed a massive air pocket. That sucks. That hurts. Jesus. You're all getting real up my shit. Vika20 says, how tall are you? Because I remember you complaining about your weight on Facebook, and you weigh less than me. I'm 160 and I'm 6'1". I'm 5'5". Fuck you. Yeah, I'm super fucking short. My driver's license says 5'7", so it kind of depends on who's measuring. But the last time that I took my shoes off and truly used a tape measure, I was 5'5". Yeah. I could sit here and talk about this, but, like, probably shouldn't. Everyone assumes that, like, if you're short, you're sensitive about it. I'm not. I actually never even knew there was a problem. I don't even think there is a problem. Up until, like, it was, like, into my 20s. It was, like, in my mid-20s when I realized, oh, bitches don't like you if you're short. And, like, here I'm like, but what if you're fly as hell? Like, what if you're badass as shit? And it's like, no, it doesn't matter. And, for a while, I kind of, like, I thought about it, like through a eugenics lens a little bit, and I was just like, that's kind of what spurred me on to, like, learn about a lot about, like, anthropology and genetics, evolutionary psychology. And ultimately, I've come to the conclusion that being tall actually really is only beneficial in, like, a few ways. Number one, and I've been over this before, but every time you have this discussion as a short person, everyone assumes that you're trying to, like, compensate for your lack of height. I'm really fucking not, guys. One, if you think it makes you better at combat in any sense, you're fucking retarded. Maybe if we're talking about just wrestling, just like classic wrestling, and only like a little bit. So what it actually represents is it's possible that people it rules out not having enough nutrition as a child, because you can be stunted in growth if you don't have enough nutrition. And I've argued with somebody who actually has a degree in biology in this, and they were like, yeah, it's people. And I was like, and I tried to float the theory. I'm like, no, it makes it more likely so that you're able to withhold heat in low heat environments, which is why the Vikings, the Northwestern Europeans, tend to be the tallest people on Earth, because their environment is a sheet of fucking ice. And people in, like, Latin America and Africa tend not to be all that tall. And he's like, oh, because Latin America and Africa don't have, access to, like, really good nutrition. And I'm just like, the Mexicans want a word with you. The Japanese want a word with you. The Vietnamese want a word with you. Everyone wants it. The Polynesian, everyone wants a word with you. Maybe in their past they didn't, but, like, look at Mexico. Like, now they have the 15th largest economy on Earth, and it's, like, massive amounts of agriculture, and they have one of the most balanced and based diets on Earth. On average, about 5'8". Like, I didn't think... height actually represents a capacity for more efficient running. I'm not making that up. The ability to hold on to heat better. And also, the third one, like I said, rules out did not get enough nutrition as a kid. Well, I was a fat kid, so I can tell you it's not a lack of nutrition. I'm just not very tall. Never gave a shit. Still kind of don't give a shit. But people judge you differently. You are less likely to get the job. You are less likely for people to treat you with respect. Hell, I learned this when I lost weight. When I was a fat kid, no one listened to anything I said. When I slimmed down, everyone paid me more attention. Everyone treated me with more respect. Isn't that some fucking shit? Okay, anyway, enough social justice bullshit. God damn, it's fucking hot. Have I mentioned that? I really need to talk to my apartment people about sucking a big old fat cock. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, really, as soon as you said agua, my mind flashed to the scene from No Country for Old Men. Thank you, man. Thank you. Stephen Knight said, wait, so Neil Druckmann put himself in the game for a sex scene? Laughing my ass off, what? Yeah, this is art. And again, it's Neil putting in dry Druckmann, because depending on what Abby is, spins her around. I'm going to refer to Abby as a her no matter what, out of respect. Because if it's trans, we are assuming that it is a male to female. And if it's a woman, then it's a woman, Either way. And also, Even if it was a fucking woman, and that wouldn't make any sense for her muscles to be that big. But, let's fucking pretend that for whatever reason this bitch was getting her hands on Testim. I mean, they must have been raiding pharmacies, you know, it's the end of the world, you know, you grab the shit, whatever, so. Maybe she's getting testosterone shots. I don't fucking know. Even then, you know, most women want you to, like, warm the engine up a little bit before you just plunge that fucker in there. And, like, the look on the character's face as he's as he's having consensual sex, coitus, with Abby, it's not good and doesn't look too happy. Kind of looks like she's in pain, but then again, she's a fucking psychopath, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that soon. She's a fucking psychopath, and seems like she probably would enjoy that kind of thing. Cap90 says, watched your old literature recommendation video and ordered Don Quixote yesterday. Hope it's as good as you made it sound. Bro, it's been years since I've read Don Quixote. What did I say about it? It's been years since that video. Lincoln says, wasn't a new one, and yeah, I typed it on my phone. Ah, okay. Ultimate X Jim says, when is nightclubs reopening in Scotland, UK? I don't know, man. Are you in Scotland right now? Keenan Warlock says, one of us? What do you like? Like Kuwabara. Lincoln says, oh my god, I'm finding 10-year-old videos of people talking about how they liked you, but the video's only got 100 views. Hey, man. You only need 100 views. Don't fucking, don't talk shit about my peeps and whatnot. Montgomery Clift says, ready for new movie, Kill Bill Volume 3? They're not doing that, I hope. Jacob says, vapists never quit. No, actually, that's not true. I've literally known a lady who vaped and she quit. You wrong. Lincoln says, oh my god, I'm finding video responses. Man, you really got to go down this rabbit hole? Really? You gotta, son? Son. The Kurdatata123 says, best anime you've seen recently besides Ajin. Did I mention Ajin? I went back and started rewatching it again. God, all the fucking burps that keep happening because of this fucking beer. Get your boys some beers. Again is what I would say, and then slam the desk, but I don't want Snake to fall, so. Best anime I've seen recently? I don't watch a lot of anime. Parasite was really fucking decent. Cells at Work is fun if you can kind of, just relax. Stephen Knight says, bleh. Everything jumped. He says, I got a Juul. And it's great for people who like nicotine but also don't want tar in your lungs. They can fuck off. Yeah, legit. So, like I said, hang on. I need another beer. Yes, I'm an alcoholic. Fuck you. I also need to blow my goddamn nose. Oh, God. Everything hurts and I'm sweaty. Oh my fucking god, it's fucking hot. Fucking dog dick up in this bitch. Yep. Yep. Fuck you. Now. So I had these job interviews and I got super nervous, and for whatever reason I fell back on old habits and I bought a pack of ciggies. And smoked a couple of them, and then, the next day I had more job interviews. The next day I just decided to, wake up with some coffee and a cigarette, and then I stopped because all my job interviews were, whatever, and I got the offer, and that's good. And about 3 or 4 days later, I started, waking up in the morning with, this just dry-ass cough, and I thought to myself, oh, shit, do I have the Rona? And then I realized, no, dumbass, you're coughing up the tar. You know what I'm saying? And, there's this lady that I've been chilling with and going hiking with, And I started coughing around her, and I'm trying to like convince her, hey man, I don't have the Rona, but like it's a little weird as I'm like, I don't have the Rona. You know what I mean? Like, and it finally, kind of went away. And then Steven Knight wins the internet, and here's how. He says, Annie is fine as fuck. I like me a petite brunette. You understand? Yes, you, sir, are a man of taste. You understand. Got that cute face, got that petite, I know them skirts and showing off them legs. I don't even know. Because I generally don't like bitches not as thick as that. I like a little bit more thick. But Annie, yes, I have no idea. Also, Britta kind of has that face a little bit like an ex-girlfriend of mine, and I don't want to ruin it, but there's an episode where they, anyway. Damn! Sorry. Whoa, what? Churchill Batia says, Alison Brie is sweet on Mad Men. What? She was on Mad Men? What? I don't know why I'm Little John right now. What? Okay! Oh, shit. The first thing that comes up when I search Alison Brie is not safe for work. Woo! Mad Men. Who the fuck was she on Mad Men? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I need to go back and rewatch that shit. Sorry. Fan-fucking-tastic. Lincoln says, TKE, influencer of young minds since 2008. I sure hope not. Thomas1993 says, do you like Jeopardy? No. Andy Vong925 says, hello, Tolstoy. Andy, hello. Lincoln says, if you think that dub is bad, you haven't seen the 4Kids dub. So there's a different... I wondered if it was the 4Kids dub. But I knew that in English they were saying things like beer or something like that. And I was all like, I bet. Wait, oh my god. Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. We switched back from... I thought that the next comment by Kane was about Annie. He says, I'm getting so confused. He says, Abby. Abby's voice, Laura Bailey, who did Lust in Full Metal Alchemist. Did she really? Lust. Really? Lust. Okay, I remember Lust. Yeah. Well, I haven't really heard... Annie, what's her name? Abby? Whatever the fuck. I haven't really heard her talk. I haven't really watched... I've been watching a lot of that with commentary spliced over top. Lincoln says, the wacky fetus is the only good thing to come with it. Granted, it came with a free copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, but I already have it digitally. Yeah, man, I hate to tell you, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty fucking terrible. I'm like, I don't know, man. And this is coming from somebody who actually kind of enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is the same game in the end, unfortunately. Stephen Knight says, at Kane the Warlock. Bro, I knew I heard her voice before. I was like, Abby Chick / Abby Chick Man. He is the Chick Man. Chick Man. Chick Man. Okay, stop. Dude looks like a Stop it, Tolstoy. You fucking drunk cunt. Alright, anyway. Churchill Batia says, I think the short, tall thing is super relative. Too tall, and it's too tough to find clothes and space. Medium tall, and you still compete with the next tallest person for inches. Yeah, it's more like too tall, and your back and your knees give out early in life. That's about it. Like, you know? And then too short, you're a fucking midget. Which, God knows, I'm right there next to it. I never knew there was a fucking problem. Like, dude, all throughout school, I fought people taller than me. I just used really brutal means to win. See The Last of Us Part 2. Not even making that up. Yeah. At this point, I'm actually... Nah, you know what? Can't get into that fucking conversation. Not now. But anyway. Good beer. Get your boy some beers. Stephen Knight says, that sounds about right. I'm 6'1", and my girl says I'm always warm. Plus, she's 5 foot, and she's always freezing cold, laughing my ass off. Plus, she's Mexican. That's about right. 6'1". I'm always warm. Well, no, you would be the one who's always warm. Because if you're tall, you have a harder time bleeding heat. I don't even understand how that works. I assure you I don't understand how that works. But I've read some articles, evolutionary articles about that. If you look, most people who live in insanely high heat environments from like Latin America or Africa or whatever tend to be shorter. People who live in low heat environments tend to be taller. Which would explain why, like, my hiking partner, for example, gets heat exhaustion super quick, and you can't burn me to death. My only problem is, unfortunately, my phenotype for white skin means that high heat environments also result in me getting, like, I still have a mark left over from that, like, 3rd degree fucking sunburn that I got when wearing a tank top. I just, actually, honestly, I'm going to call it here. I'm probably going to die of skin cancer. I keep fucking around in the sun. I'm going to find out, aren't I? You know what I mean? Like, sun's out, guns out, right? And it's like, yeah, sun's out. You need to go see an oncologist. Isn't that how they finish that? Also, a good choice, man. I almost got shackled to a Mexican as well. Sorry. I'm drunk. Fuck you. Go home. Stephen Knight then goes on to say, Neil, putting it in dry Druckmann is a fucking lame for that. Is a fucking lame. You sound like some like Eastern European. Is a fucking lame. Like, dude, no one wants to see you fucking in a $60 video game. What a clown. He is a fucking ass clown. Jesus tap dancing Christ. Have you seen There Will Be Blood? Yeah. I love Danny. What's his name? Fuck, it's not Danny. Shit. Crazy ass. He was in Gangs of New York. What's his fucking name? Well, anyway. Yeah, I loved him in that. I drink your milkshake. He's fucking crazy, and I would not spend more than a minute. I would rather spend time in a room with Jack Nicholson than him. What does that tell you? Lincoln says, I jumped down any rabbit hole. Me. Stephen Knight says, movie depressed the fuck out of me. Lol. You talking about No Country for Old Men? Or, no. There Will Be Blood? Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely depression porn. The Kurd123 says, should I join the Marines or the Navy? Bro, I can't make the decision. Navy. No, the Navy will give you the same benefits, but not wear out your body as much. You'll do PT. It will be nowhere near as bad as the Marines. Women won't want to fuck you as much, because you don't have that prestigious bullshit next to your fucking name or on your driver, you won't have the ability to, wear that prestige on your shoulder. But hey, your knees might still work after 30. Take it from me. My knees still work. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, almost cut my fucking wrist on my fucked up fridge door a couple of days ago. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Be real careful with that fridge. Also, how do you cut yourself on a fridge? The Kurd says, or army. Now, why are you going to throw that one in? I don't know. Same answer as before. Vika20 says, let me send you a pic of me on your messenger and tell me if this is what you'd think one of your fans would look like. Okay. Well, if you got me on... and there's that Allison Brie. Ha ha ha! Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. And she's with that actor that unfortunately reminds me of people. Or people say that they remind... And he's the Weasley one. Why do I have to be the Weasley? Why do I gotta be that guy? He's handsome, though. She's hot. Oh, fuck, he must be tall or she's short. Either way, I'd like to have sexual intercourse. Let's move back to comments. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. The Kurd123 says, will you just give us the truth about the DS Lite already? Yeah, man. Here it is. Mine is black. What kind of game do I got in it? Look, Pokemon Black and White 2. You got the white thing in there because I lost the other one, and this is actually my brother's. Check it out. You can open it up. There's games inside of it. Buy it. It's the best fucking thing ever. Oh. What's his face hit me up. Yeah, that's about what I thought. That's what I think one of my fans would look like. You wearing PJ pants, huh? He says, I feel like you're definitely not for this style. No, I am not. But who am I to tell you how to live? However, your messages are getting in the way of Allison Brie, who is Bae and Queen, so I must request that you not get in the way of Allison, who is Bae and Queen. I'm getting pretty white girl wasted on this bullshit. I will have to probably cut this short soon and find a movie to watch while drunk. I'm going to wake up early, and then you're going to do Kratom. Rock and roll. What am I going to do with that? Well, you got work to do in the morning, goddammit. Black coffee and punching yourself in the gut. Yeah. Anthony Lopez says, as I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. First produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier. Yeah, of course. Fantastic. Do I still know how to play that on? Fuck it, hang on. Ugh, it hurts. Oh, this fucking thing. Yeah, that'll do. It's my bed, goddammit. Ow! You sons of bitches. Nah! Nah! I forgot it had electric taps. God bless your flesh. Alrighty. Well, anyway. Trillion years ago, a wonderful man gave this to me. And I don't know that he's with us anymore. He disappeared into the sunset. See if this thing's actually still in tune, eh? I'm sure it's not. I'm sure I don't know how to tune it. I'm sure that my playing of this is absolutely goddamn awful. But, oh, well, that's going to be weird. There we are. Yeah, it's a bit off tune. Yeah, I still remember. Am I holding this wrong? Yes, I am. By the way, this is a specialized pick that's it's surprising. You can't see it because I've used it too much, but the logo on this says Fender. This is actually a specialized pick for either basses and or balalaikas. I'm not making that shit up. And this is similar to the Russian balalaika. See if I can do... I can't... No, I'm not going to... Not doing that. See if I can do 12 Drunken Nights, man. A little out of tune.
Ah, fuck me. I lost it. Where my old head should be. Where you drunk, you drunk, you silly old fool. So much you cannot see, can't see. Anyway, fuck. Yeah, I learned to play most things on the mandolin by just listening, like playing by ear. All right. So enough of that, oh boy. I weren't no good at it. I was never good at music, unfortunately. Yeah. Anyway. Steve Knight says, the actor that plays Britta is in the show called Love on Netflix, where she be getting the shit fucked out of her, lol. Not gonna lie, that show is pretty funny. Well, her having the face of my ex would not make me want to watch that show. Man, I don't want to watch other people have sex with her. She's my property. Anthony Lopez says, I took... Oh, Jesus Christ, you're still reciting that. Hey, man, I played it on mandolin for you. Gotta roll. Churchill Batia says, Mad Men holds up, dude. Just rewatch it. It's a great show. I will. Andy689 says, oh, my God. What, is everyone singing it? Oh, Christ. And everything bumped. I'm going to skip past everyone singing Irish folk tunes for obvious reasons. Do I remember how to play Legend of Zelda on this? Jesus Christ, y'all gonna fucking do this to me, man. Let's see if I remember. Fuck you. Fuck you. Nope. I do not. What about the Song of Storms, though? I used to know how to do that pretty well. I have not played with this toy in some time, hence I'm kind of enjoying it. And a man who died gave this to me. You know, pretty nice, actually. Sorry. Just remembering the dead. Anyway. I played that once for somebody, and he was like, Game of Thrones, and I was like, I'll fucking kill you! That's a good mandolin. I really should learn to actually play it, not like a fucking retard. Hey, Tolstoy, I want to say I've been watching your videos since high school, and now I just got my master's degree. Do you still carry that Vulpix card in your wallet?
put you back where you belong, girl. I miss you. So, I showed this off in the last live stream. Ya-ta-ta-ta. But, when I got this new job, I got super excited, and I decided to blow some stupid-ass money on a Fiala Raven wallet. I can't pronounce their fucking ass name. But it's very low profile, made of leather, nice vegetable tan. Very, you know. Long story short, do I still have a fucking Vulpix card in my wallet? Eep. Well, I can't get it out, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a new fucking wallet. Oh my god, please leave. Oh god. Metal Gear, and there's also a fucking Ninetales. I should probably... I don't know, man. You know, to be perfectly honest, that snakeskin wallet that I had for the longest time really accommodated everything that I needed. It was actually really good design. Oh well. Oh yeah. Anthony Lopez says, everyone's singing it! And then there's Soldier's Size System, and I know... You know, I knew that Soldier's Size... You're drunk, asshole. I knew that Soldier's Side System, I can't say his name while I'm drunk, Soldier Side System was full of bull. I knew not to read his comment. I was going to skip it. But for a minute there, I saw Metal Gear. And I thought maybe for once he was being legitimate. He says, I liked Metal Gear Solid 3, but personally, the Metal Gear I like the most is the Metal Gear Tolstoy is packing. And then a winky face. How did I fall for it? Well played, soldier. Well played. Ultimate X James says, Tolstoy fights Keanu Reeves at WrestleMania 50. I don't think I would win. Andy689 says, I want to fight John Wick, lol. Well, go ahead. You can go in my place. Oh, no. Not Sans, even though he has Sans, the character, as his little pick there, says, Kurdita, if you're a tard who wants to get blown up for Israel, go Marine... Damn. That got raw quick, but you're right. If you want to coast on Benny's, he says Benzies, but I think he means Benny's, and set up a career and retire at 40, go Navy or Air Force. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Scott Me Jr. says, yo, how's it going, TKE? It's going. Andy689 says, good old Metallica. Motherfucker, do you think Metallica wrote that song? It's a 200-year-old Irish folk ballad. I will kill you. Anthony Lopez says, TKE, I've been wanting to buy a hookah. What size and brand of hookah as well as a shisha? First of all, as well as shisha should I purchase? Al Fakir is a good brand of shisha. Although Starbuzz is made in America, and honestly, it's not any worse. Doesn't have that... either one. Shisha's shisha, man. God, you're making me want to go back to fucking... God damn you. Argyle is the pipe you want. It's Egyptian. Go top tier the first fucking time. It's what you want to do. And whatever you do, whatever flavor you choose, make sure it's the flavor you want to keep smoking, because you should only smoke that flavor through that pipe, because cleaning that pipe is going to be a bitch. You will never get that flavor out, whatever you do. Be careful how you clean it. Most of the people say clean it with Everclear. Something neutral. Just powerful. But whatever you do, don't use solvents. For the love of God, don't use a gun kit. That's what I did, and it ended up tasting like Hops number 9. Yes. Scott Mead Jr. says, would you be interested in listening to an album by a great studio band called Sister Drag the Sun? No. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, yeah. I'm not, I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, send me the link on Facebook. Bongmaster says, Hillbilly Boy with Italian instrument, 10 out of 10. All right. Well, one, I'm not a hillbilly. I'm from the D.C. metro area, which is infinitely more packed than whatever you're from. Unless you're going to say New York City, in which case, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Secondly, it's not an Italian instrument. It's from Ireland. Everything about your statement is wrong. You're wrong on all accounts. Oh, I'm sorry. My shirt is a Henley, so therefore I'm a hillbilly. Goddamn. Well, okay. The Curd 123 says favorite whiskey is going to be Knob Creek and or Bullet, depending on or Bullier, depending on how you want to say it, depending on how I feel. Lincoln says I don't know why it's reminding me of the song "The Irish Volunteer." I think I may have heard that one, but maybe not. Shoop Whoop X says you make me want to shoot, shoop, shoop, shoop. Anyway, shoop, shoop do whoop, shoop do whoop. Shoop doo whoop. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. Anyway, sorry. He says, I'm very sad. Can you scream for me? No. You are either a schizoid or a very adamant troll. But here's the issue. I never give in to your troll. I never get upset or react differently. That makes me think that you're a schizo and you need to take your meds, man. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, I swear that's the song he played at the start of my literary recommendations video. You're really gonna make me look it up? I don't remember. YLI says, Last of Us 2 sucked. Yeah, we knew. We knew about that. Then he says, nailed it on the Song of Storms. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that I still played really shittily. There was some buzzing in there. I'm just a bad musician. Music is not a thing I can do. I love music so much, but I'm dependent upon others to play it. Quite sad. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, yep. Corvus says, everything jumped. Let me get back up. Corvus says, Tolstoy is slowing, transcending into madness. I think you meant slowly transcending into madness. Reference. I'm getting slowly drunk. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my aim here. I don't know if you think that I'm drinking for sobriety, but as I understand, drinking for sobriety is like bombing for peace is like fucking for virginity. So... there you go. Red Ruski. He's a fucking Ruski at him. No, I'm just kidding. Says, I'm new here. What's up? Nothing much. Abject insanity. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, will Soldier's size system ever stop being a fucking simp for Tolstoy? Can he be a simp for me? He's obviously a troll. Wait. Do you think he's an actual simp and I can make money off of it? No. Stop it. Don't go to the dark side, goddammit. Sorry. Adam689 says, well, I know is Metallica did an awesome job covering the song, so every time I think of those lyrics, I still think of Metallica. Well, I need you to start thinking of the Dubliners. All right there? All right. YLI says, it's not pronounced al-fakir. Yes, I know, it's actually fucker. I know, but I've always called it al-fakir because, like, you know, the other one sounds fucking weird. It's like, I know the actual pronunciation of the religion is Sikh, but when you're like, oh, look at those Sikh people, people get kind of upset. So you're like, hey, look at those Sikh people. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but, you know, welcome to life. Sukabliat says, I've been writing a post-apocalyptic story where a disease makes all political ideologies kill each other and centrists, and it's also propaganda for prepping. So what do you like, the Turner Diaries? I don't understand. Scott Mead Jr. says, just sent the link through Facebook. You'll like it, believe me. I don't know. I just see Allison Brie. All right, what you got? Let's see. Come on, phone. Wake it up. Wake it up, up. Wake it up, up on the fire. Okay, first song sucks. No offense. Like, industrial noise does not really entertain me. A little more psychedelic. Okay, so there was an album called SF Sorrow by the Pretty Things. I think that's what
these folks were trying for and just failed to achieve. Nothing wrong with that. Bigger, standing on the shoulders of giants. It's okay then. Everything's bumping. Ultimate X James says, I dare you do a helicopter drunk. Listen, man, I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. Not Sans says, Last of Us 2 is the apex of Western game development. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely fucking right. What was I thinking? You're correct. Churchill Batia says, George Carlin, eh? I don't remember mentioning him, but yeah, everyone likes George Carlin. Ultimate X James then says, I made a mistake a long time ago. Oh, okay. Anthony Lopez says, how do you do it? Wait, how do you do it? The women, how do you score with them, TKE? Well, first, have a lot of money. Also, be very physically attractive. Did I mention have money? You have to show off that you have money. That's pretty much it. That's it. Do those two things. YLI says, you were supposed to destroy the Sims, Tolstoy, not join them. I know, I fucked up. Well, I only faltered for a second. Bongmaster says, I'm so sorry, Master, for my ignorance. I was just trying to pull your leg. Also, I'm from TJ. Don't you remember? You've given me shit for it before, but saying I'm from New York City, that's a low blow. TJ. TJ? TJ. Motherfucker, what? TJ? TJ. TJ. There's no fucking city named TJ. What? TJ? It's not Tallahassee. What the fuck? You can't fuck with me while I'm drunk, man. Not San says, I'd pay 20 for Tolstoy's OnlyFans. God damn all of you. I hate, why? Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, oh God, what if Tolstoy actually makes an OnlyFans? I swear to God, I'm gonna be under your bed tonight. Y'all better stop. Cordovo says, is that a sweat rag around your neck? No, it's a moist rag that's supposed to be cooling me off. I bought it at a Dick's Sporting Goods, sir. And it's supposed to be making me, cool in this horrible swamp state that I'm living in. In actuality, I'm not sure that it's doing its goddamn job. Yeah, right? J-Ham's like, Tijuana? Right, TJ is Tijuana. Is he in Tijuana? And in which case, goddamn, you're gangster as fuck. In which case, who the fuck are you talking to me about? Anyway, anyway. Bongmancer says, the happiest place on earth, Tijuana. Motherfucker, are you actually broadcasting from fucking Tijuana? You talking to me from Tijuana? How are you alive? Fuck. What? YLI says, faltered for a second is how it starts. We are doomed. Lol. No, we're not. What do you mean we're doomed? Stephen Knight says, guys, he means TJ Maxx. Chill, lol, TJ Maxx. Anthony Lopez says, I'm scared if I get my stuff taken away through divorce. You shouldn't have ever gotten married, man. That's a pretty obvious one. You got married? Why would you do that? Why would you get married, man? One of the first Fruitcake says, don't worry, we know you don't belong to the streets. That's right! She is for the streets! See, I don't belong to the streets. I'm queen. I'm bae. Fuck, what movie am I watching drunk tonight, guys? Oh my god, why is it hot? Ooh, check that shit out. Huh. That's an interesting tactic I've never tried before. Fanning. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. I fixed it. Totally not trashed. Anthony Lopez says, I drank too much Patron and Bucana with some Corona. All right. Then J. Hearn says, 50, says Tolstoy worldwide. Around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. That's their worst song, by the way. Just my opinion. The Real Jimmy says, have you seen Uncut Gems on Netflix? Yeah, man. 2 hours of just absolute fucking Xanax withdrawal. That is fucking a terrible movie. Like, I've literally had more fun visits to dentist's offices. Cordova says, the fanning motion created some ASMR tingles right there. Did it really? Well, yeah, but I'm happy to bring those for you, motherfucker.
shit and then put dun 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 dun. Oh fuck! Ow. Sorry. I did back day today, and every so often the horrific nerve pain shoots into my goddamn chest. Better. Yeah. While I says consoles get better, but game developers suck now. So what the fuck is the point of high def shit games? You polish a turd, you get a shiny ass turd. You get the internet today, sir. The real Jimmy says it's good though. Willem Dafoe retracts his message and then he says, "Lol, you crazy, bro." I am pretty fucking crazy. Anyway, been an hour and 30. I think I'm gonna pilot it into the goddamn ground at this point. I'm gonna watch him. What movie am I watching? Really? Am I stuck watching Hannibal? Is that what we're doing? Any other better ideas? I kind of want something a little bit supernatural. You know, like ghosts and goblins and shit. I don't know why I'm really into that as of recent, but when you're drunk, it makes a lot more sense than when you're sober. Buddy. All right.